Hello, dear ones. Well, did you get on the train yesterday or the day before? And are you on your way to your destination away from the Matrix? Or what happened? Did you want to know what's going to happen on the train ride? Are you going to be safe? Are you going to be okay? These are all the things that we all need to meet on our way leaving the familiar, everything that we sort of think we know, that we're going to be safe. It's hard to leave something that we have been accustomed to and programmed to identify with for a lifetime. It's not a small task what we're doing here. So, let's be gentle with ourselves and just do your best. That's really all we can do ever. And the more we do that, the more we soften inside. We soften into the place that already knows here, but not here. And there really is a very big difference. So the invitation again is to practice letting go of the need to know. It's funny, it even rhymes. So practice letting go of the need to know and let's just notice again how deeply that is ingrained in us. As soon as we don't know something, and if there is something about our life that feels threatened by not knowing, right? The first thing we do is we grasp and we try to know. And it is fueled by fear. And remember, fear is the false matrix. So if we can kind of connect that place where we are letting go of trying to know something, because when we don't know, we feel fear. So it is still something from the matrix. And we're still hooked. We're still not free. We're still not fully moving on our train to our destination, which is, it's going to be peace. It's going to be a whole different experience than we know. And every time we move through these layers of fear, um, of trying to control all these attachments that we have clinging to the false matrix. It's all because we are afraid if we let it go, what will happen? And we do not know what will happen. That's why when you let go of trying to know something, it's because you're starting to let go and slip into the mystery. And a mystery is called a mystery because it's a mystery. We don't know. If it wasn't a mystery, we would know, right? So let's see if we can, shine some light on this. Like, if you really want to live in your divinity, in the divine flow, in a place of trusting and in a place of peace, where you don't want to leave the peace to find out things, to try to know, to be safe, to, get everything lined up so that you think you can relax. But it's all still our little mind, our little matrix mind that is separate from the whole, that feels separate from the whole. And that part of us just wants to feel safe. So let's give it something that it can feel safe about. And that may be different for all of us. For me, it is really remembering the things that I have been immersed in for so many years. And it could be some Bible quotes for me because Joel Goldsmith the teacher, I never met Joel because he died in the 60s and I was just a little girl those days. So I never met him, but he sure changed my life many years ago. And he was a Christian mystic, so he was very devoted. He was very aligned with a lot of biblical quotes that he would use as a way to, it's kind of counterbalance what is not true. He would bring the truth to it, the divine truth, as he experienced it. And that's something that has influenced me and something that really serves me well. So if I want something to rest in, I need to remember something that gives me peace, that helps me let go. It's not necessarily, I mean, it's not every quote, and it could be, from the could be a Christian quote, could be a Buddhist quote, could be a Rumi quote, can be anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be your own made up quote. But the important thing is that it gives you a sense of peace and letting go. Now you're in the mystery. And that's where you want to be when you hop on that train. Yeah, you're going somewhere. You want to go and experience, a world where there is peace, or you will have a dimension or an experience where peace is normal. That's how it is there. So that's of course why you get on the train with the destination of peace on it. And if you get on that train and you're worrying, then you're not at peace, right? So when you get on the train, when you know where you want to go, your destination, whatever your heart is longing for, then we really need to practice to be that. It's not just going to come from nowhere unless we're blessed with grace and we have these spiritual awakenings and spiritual insights, which I know more and more of us are getting as it's becoming a little more normal, but it's not most people, it's not their 24/7 experience. But find something that you long for and then give yourself to that. Really take time and, okay, I want to experience peace. Well, why don't I experience it now? How would I feel? How would I breathe? What would my mind be engaging in? So these are the things when you reach your destination, it's because you are beginning to um, to let yourself have those experiences on your way there. That is what will get you there. It's not like you're here, you're afraid, you're frustrated, and then you get on the train that because you want peace, and then suddenly there's going to be peace. It is the movement towards peace where we get to practice being peace, being connected, being trusting, being relaxed. So, whatever it is for you, that's where we need to start practicing that and allowing that experience to come to us, to rise to the occasion in us, because now we are making ourselves available for that and for that only if we really, really want it. We do not want to feed the fear anymore. So, there has to be a clear cut, a clear breaking up or separation from that. And you know this anyway, but it keeps coming back, trying to pull you away. But the more you know what you want, the more you are getting on that train, and you're making that your daily practice. And there's many ways you can practice that. It could be through music. If you have some favorite music that really helps you get there, by all means, use it. Or, there's heart math, they have their little machines and meditations to do that. It can be really anything. If you need an outside support for that, do it. Do it. Don't try and struggle through this because then you're in struggle contraction mode. So find all the things that are supportive. It could be, a beautiful mantra or somebody doing a beautiful channeled transmission, something that helps us to settle into the experience that we are longing for. But it takes more than that one time. So we do need to make this an ongoing regular practice until, like you already know, the neural pathways are going to readjust. And instead of being wired together for fear, now they're going to start being wired together for peace because you keep firing the other side now. So then this one starts letting go and this one starts connecting. And then more and more it becomes your natural state, which it already is, but now you can start experiencing it more. So really, it does take practice. And please use anything that supports you in that. But again, take some time every day and practice not knowing. Practice letting go of needing to know. That's a handful, right? You start practicing. That means that every day you take some time and you have something you're holding on to, and you're going to say, okay, what would it be like to just let that go, to not engage with fear, control, whatever, future disaster thoughts, and instead go to the place, no, I really want to be at peace. Even when I just say it, I can just feel it right away because it's so real, it's so alive in me that this peace is so important. And, the fear will still come knocking at the door because I've let in fear my whole life, like we all have. So it's going to take some time, but the more I really feel the sweetness of the longing for peace, for instance, then I was like, oh yeah, yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. And there is a sweetness in that. In that sweetness, you're already connecting with it. So if you can stay with the sweetness and the softness of that, you're already opening up to that new world that you want to live in. All right, so give that a try.